Hi everyone, welcome back to the Green Video Gamer. I'm John, and today we're going to be going through Mass Effect Legendary Edition again. Let's go ahead and resume. Yeah, man. There we go. Okay, last we left off, we finally got Liara, and I think she's the last member of the crew that we needed. Even though I can't hear the sound of the mass relays going, it still gives me chills. I love this game series. Okay, let's see. Where do we need to go now? Novaria and Pharos. Also materials, battle insignias, missing survey team, missing Marines, Rita's sister, reporter's request, fan, scan the keepers, and unusual readings. Hydra system, Argos Rio cluster. Okay. Oops. Didn't mean to do that. Zoom out. Zoom out. Argos town. Hades Gamma. Voyager. Armstrong. Kepler Verge. Attica Beta. Gamma Sigma. Argus Rio. Hydra. Such a good game series. Oh, okay. Let's see. Okay, gas deposit. Turn insignia. There. Oh, there we go. All right, let's go down. Now the question is, who do I bring on my team with me? Yep, that's everyone. Okay. Let's see a text. So let's bring Ashley and Rex. Nah, let's bring Liara. Let's Since the squad first. Immunity. Sniper rifles. Okay, next thing I need to do here is do medicine for neural shock. Journal, sorry, diplomacy, Terran insignias, and investigate the stress call. Let's take a look at the map. Oh, there we go. Ah, there's the boost. Okay, let's go ahead and survey. I'm actually kind of glad they got rid of this in later games. And I almost forgot the heat hazard. Oh, hello. Dang it, I've loaded up. Oh well. Let's try that one again. All right. Boo, 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 boo. There we go. Oh. Let's save here just in case that happens again. Oh shoot, gotta get back in Mako. Yeah, yeah, there we go. Okay, let's make a decoy transmitter. Set this destination. And that was a level up for me. Huzzah! Okay, advanced overkill. Let's give you some first aid. Ooh, got some new equipment. Armor-piercing rounds, high-caliber barrels, and armor plating. Nice. I'm going to take all of that. All right, let's go ahead and repair this bad boy. Alrighty, fully repaired. Now, I'm going to skip over this next part, and I'll get back to you once I'm at the next area, okay? Okay, so the one thing I was going to go to, I couldn't do it because my electronics was too low. So I'm over here instead. Turning insignia. Let's get back in the vehicle, and let's blow this popsicle stand. Come on. Returns to Normandy. All right, let's go to the next one, see if there's anything here. Nope. Hmm. All right, right, let's go back to this. Actually, let's go ahead and talk to the crew. Okay, don't know if I talked to him about that stuff, but I did, so okay, got that in my codex as well. Let's kind of talk to Joker. Not meaning to toot my own horn or anything, Joker. Jeez. Honestly, Joker's probably got to be a lot of people's favorite NPCs in this game. Honestly, Joker reminds me a little bit of myself, to be perfectly honest. I crack jokes a lot and I try to make people laugh, mostly because I'm sorry, I'm getting a little heavy here, but mostly because I don't want people to be sad. And I don't know, sometimes I try a little too hard. I end up doing the exact opposite of what I was meaning to do. Hello, Dr. Chakwas. Okay. Oh, right, Liara's back here. Honestly, when I was younger and actually kind of right now, that sounds like it'd be very interesting. I graduated from Utah Valley University with a history major, and history has always been a personal subject of mine that I've loved to read about, listen about, and just think about because history is where we learn the best. As the old saying goes, you don't study history, you're doomed to repeat it. And it makes me kind of sad when people try to erase history. It doesn't have to be anything big and grand, just like, you know, erasing that, erasing a grandparent or an uncle because they didn't align with your grandparents' beliefs, things like that. Sometimes a little more mundane. And just, it kind of makes me sad. A question for you guys. Uh, if you could live in any time period without any of the adverse ramifications of like diseases and all that stuff, which time period would you like to live in? Personally, my favorite time period that I've loved to read about and study was during the Industrial Revolution, the 1860s. Over in England, it was a big booming thing, and here in the States, cowboys were still around, and I have a very big soft spot for cowboys. My grandpa, when he was still alive, sometimes we would go driving together, and he'd have this big old box full of Louis L'Amour books on cassette tapes, and it was honestly some of my fondest memories of hanging out with him. I mean, when I was a kid, I would immediately go and get dressed up in the cowboy outfit they had there almost every time I visited, and it was just so funny. Oh, poor Liara. I feel kind of the same way too sometimes. I let myself talk too much, and it sometimes annoys people, and I'm also kind of socially awkward, which doesn't help a lot, but I've been trying to improve on that, and my wife and my family have been very supportive about me doing that. And if any of you guys are watching, know that I love you and appreciate all that you've done for me. Honestly, even discounting the sorry living for practically forever, that right there is kind of kind of beautiful. Always enjoy the time you have with others because you never know what life's going to throw at you. They might not be there tomorrow. Love the people that love you. And sometimes to love yourself, some people need to be cut out of your life. If you ever think about cutting someone out of your life, don't be hasty about it. Because sometimes once they're gone forever, and you can never take it back. Always be 100% sure about who you let in and who you take out of your life. Because these sort of things are never easy. Use your best judgment in these sort of situations. Yeah. Alrighty. Before I end the video, I'm going to head to the Citadel. Not as much action happened this episode, besides me dying once. So, yeah, let's go ahead and head to the Citadel. No matter how many times I play this game, the sound effects of mass relays doing their thing, the music from this series, oh, it's always going to be nice. Let's see, I think this time I'll take Rex and Tali with me. There we go. Ooh, Rear Admiral Mihailovic. Let's talk to you before we go. mm, politics and racism. Even in the future, that thing is still alive and well, unfortunately. Always make nice with the higher ups whenever possible, especially when they don't mean their words afterwards. Actually, something funny. Back in I think it was around like World War One or World War Two. In order to get a decent count of the enemy troops, pilots would fly over them, take pictures, and then guesstimate how many troops were in a place, judging by how many lavatories they had available to them, and then they just go from there. It's actually really smart to do that. Dang it, not high enough. Oh well. That right there is a good leader. One who, although they don't agree with what you're doing, will admit that if they haven't changed their minds, will admit that they do see your perspective, and that even if they don't agree with it, they do respect it. That right there is a sign of good leader. I learned a lot of leadership skills when I was working with a company called Guardian Windows, and I sold windows door to door. And some of the things that they taught us about being a good leader is, while always having your opinions, being open to listen to other people's opinions and judging them on the veracity, and admitting when you were wrong, or admitting that you don't understand everything and have them explain it to you. One of the books they had us read was Extreme Ownership by Jocko Willink and Leif. I can't remember what his last name is, but both of them were Navy SEALs during the Iraqi War. And if you ever get a chance to read that book, it's a really good book. Anyway, enough talking about that. Uh, I'm going to end the video here. Sorry, I got a little bit philosophical earlier in the video, and yeah, so don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, everyone, GG's.